Armed Arab robbers from the Negev disguised themselves as IDF special forces and went into Hebron to rob a jewelry shop full of gold. Unlucky for them, this was heavily documented by the Palestinians, who actually recognized that they were not IDF because the IDF, guys, just doesn't do these kind of things. And the Palestinians know it, so let's watch it and talk about it. My name is Mansur, reporting for All Israel News, and I'm going to bring you the scope of something very interesting that happened here. This phenomena. You know what? Let's watch it, and then we'll talk about it. I put translation for you from Arabic to English so you can understand what they're saying. See, they're like, these are not army. That's not the IDF. I mean, the uniform looks pretty good. So how did they know that this is not the IDF? Well, the white shirt. That was one first kind of hint. He's saying like, look, they're taking their time with the gold.
طالع ملتهيين في الذهب هم
البلايز اللي تحتيهم مش بلايز جيش بلايز عادية مواطنين
لابسين بلايز عادية شلحات لابسين هاي الزلم ماسكيننا هنا هو
والله هنا هو ابو
And then they tried to flee the scene using a vehicle Savannah, which is like a, you know, a family pickup truck. I don't know how you call this kind of vehicle. And this kind of vehicle is commonly used by the IDF Special Forces. We used to have very similar vehicles to that when I was in the Special Forces. So these guys knew, obviously, how does the IDF dress, how do they operate, and they disguised themselves, and they have legit weapons, I gotta say, and went in robbing a Palestinian jewelry shop. But the crazy part here is that the Palestinians themselves, they know the IDF and they know the morality of the IDF way better than college students in the US because they don't listen to CNN, they actually see it on the ground. So they immediately realized something is wrong here. The IDF doesn't do these things. And they went and reported it. So then Israel sent the IDF, the real IDF, to go and chase the Palestinians who were pretending to be IDF soldiers. And after pursuit with drones and helicopters, they caught them and they arrested them, and apparently there was some kind of a gun exchange in the way, but they managed to apprehend them. And further, to make things even more wild, the IDF took the jewelry and brought it back to the Palestinian shop owners in Hebron. And you can't make these things up, guys. Palestinians rob Palestinians dressing themselves as IDF, but then a Palestinian identified this as not an IDF because the IDF is too moral for these kind of things. So they call the IDF to come and chase the Palestinians who are dressed like an IDF soldiers and chase them, grab the weapon, risk their life, grab the stuff that they stole and bring it back to the Palestinians. My goodness, they won't tell you that in college in the US. They won't say that they won't cover that in CNN. But this is the news, guys, in Israel. Now, this is not the first time that Arabs, Muslims mostly, and Palestinians have dressed like the IDF. They've been doing that for training in Palestine, in Gaza, in the West Bank. But also numerous times in the past, they've tried it in order to go and rob people, threaten people, or just create fake news about the IDF by going and filming, you know, scenes of bloodsheds and gore because they know that there's a market for that. They know that there's a lot of woke, misinformed anti-Semites out there who are just thirsty for these kind of images. And then it gets a lot of publicity, and also there's literally no accountability there. There's no accountability. You just do a video like that, and then everybody believes it, and then the damage has been done already. So this is a system that has been going for a very long time. They call it Gaza wood, Bollywood. But in this case, they took it one step further, and it was not anymore Gaza wood, Bollywood. It was a scene from Hit Ahmed Style, where they went and tried to rob a jewelry shop in the West Bank in Hebron. But they got spotted by the Palestinians themselves, who realized that this is not the real IDF because they just don't operate like that. They have way stricter, better morals and rules of conduct. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. That was just a crazy news I wanted to share with you. Stay safe. See you next time. And in general, just don't do anything stupid. I think that's a very good trick for life. And in this case, just don't dress like armed special forces and go do bank robberies and stuff like that. It usually doesn't end up well for you or for anyone around you. They're actually very lucky not to get killed. Stay safe. See you next time.